Hello and welcome to this Valentines special edition of Command & Conquer Replays. Today we have, it's not a quick match, but it's a 1v1 match between Goofer and Samuetto. The map is called Central Clash. It looks like a pretty cool map and I look forward to playing on it myself. And the map is made by Scarwen, so kudos to the map makers. They make it keep the game interesting and fun for us all. And the settings are pretty similar to the quick match, except that Aftermath is turned off. That means that the increased in build rate isn't capped when you build more than two of producing buildings like war factories or barracks or MCVs. What I have noticed is that both players have built a canal, and I've been told in the comments that the canals increase the speed, the production speed of men. I haven't verified that, but that's what I've been told, and it makes sense if these top players are both building it. So as I say, the settings are similar to the quick match, which means the ore regrow is set to 3. And we can see that the ore in this map has been encapsulated by gems, so it won't grow any further until the ore has been broken into, and even then it'll grow slowly. So it kind of caps the ore in this map and forces an eventual showdown in the middle. Let's have a look at the bases. And Samuetto is selling up his barracks and kennel, and I believe that is so that his new war factory has energy without needing to build another power plant, giving him a couple of seconds of additional build speed. Every second, I guess, counts. And he's coming in now with 2 tanks, and Goofer has 2 tanks here as well, moving them in towards the middle. So I think the pink and purple colours are nice colours for Valentine's Day. It's a nice map. And we have Samuetto, who's currently ranked number 8. I asked Grok how to pronounce his name, and it said that he was famous among the kind of leaderboards in Command & Conquer. So there you go. The reason I'm doing this video is, or at least put me onto this video, is that in the comments of one of the previous videos, someone who I believe is probably Sam has said that this guy's a top player, and I should look into making a video with him in it. So I think this is one of the latest videos of him. Goofer's ranked number 10, so I think it's a fairly even match with skill. And it looked pretty interesting, something fresh and new for the channel. So we'll see how it goes. In comes Goofer for the first attack, ignoring the tanks and going straight for the war factory, slowing down Samuetto's production of tanks and quickly retreating. Looks like Goofer lost maybe about 5 tanks in the process. Perhaps he can make them up for the loss in production speed of Samuetto's war factory. Samuetto chasing him away, but stopping short. No, continuing to move in. I guess he doesn't want to get ahead of his tanks, so that it's not a thin line of tanks. He has an actual battalion all together, so they don't get picked off one by one. I guess that's why he's moving in slowly. I thought he was just stopping shy of attacking, and here he comes in. Looks like he caught Goofer with a lot more tanks in that little area anyway. I think Goofer had more tanks towards the top of the map, which gave Samuetto an advantage just to take out them couple. I don't know how well the advantage has worked in his favour, and now that Goofer's put his tanks down, it's maybe not going so well for Samuetto. I think we can see in the map Samuetto is sending reinforcements, but it looks like they'll be arriving too late. I don't know who came out better in that exchange, but nothing substantial, I think, has changed. Each player seems to be going in, losing some tanks, taking out some tanks. Goofer did take out one war factory, but so far the game seems pretty fair. And I would like to have more of a look at the bases, but I don't want to miss the tank battles. Let's see if we can see a little bit here. So, Samuetto building the ore refineries out, building the ore factories out. Looks like he's building kind of parallel at the top of the base and the bottom of the base. And from the map I can see that Samuetto is eating up a lot more ore than Goofer. And looks like another pretty much wasted attack. Again, I don't know who's coming out kind of better here. For me, it kind of seems that the attacker is always kind of losing more tanks than the defender, but that could just be because the defenders get more tanks, get more reinforcements quicker, so it doesn't look like they're losing as much. Both players a similar amount of cash, and Goofer building closer towards the center, actually getting the ore here, as we can see right beside the tanks, coming in for that bit of good ore, as Samuetto brings the battle back towards Goofer's side. So it's a little bit like table tennis, one side over to one side of the table, then over to the other. They keep pushing each other back, and no one really getting past the other's army of tanks. Samuetto going for the ore trucks at the bottom, and one ore truck down. That's a decent decent thing to do. I mean, it's just been tanks so far. We lost one more factory and one ore truck so far. So taking out the ore truck is a nice prize. Almost got two. Will he finish off that ore truck? I think he has more important things to worry about. He did attack it a couple of times, he is moving down towards it, but decides that the tank battle is more important. And continues pink versus purple, tank versus tank. Again, tank attacking an ore truck there at the side, but no substantial damage. Goofer starting to outnumber Samuetto, but Samuetto coming in with more reinforcements. Oh, I'm going for another ore truck, but not managing to take it out. Not yet, anyway. Goofer pushing back to Samuetto's side of the map. But Samuetto not really in any sort of distress. We can see that Samuetto actually, just noticing, has 10,000 credits, and I guess that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Either he's forgot to spend, or he's just raking in a lot of money. And Goofer really starting to take control of the center of the map. I would like to see some Teslas out, just to help with the tank battle. Would be fun. Another ore truck down, so Samuetto slowly picking away at Goofer's economy, and we all know that economies are where these games are won and lost. Goofer's funds hitting the 0 mark, means tank production is coming to a stop, or at least slowing down, which is not good for Goofer. I think we're starting to see the tide shift. Goofer's tanks look like they're starting to thin out, but still fairly even. And also Samuetto's base from the map I can see is starting to reach the center point, not quite as far as Goofer, but it's starting to reach the center point of the map as well. I guess that's why the map is called Central Clash. Ore factory down, ore refinery down. Goofer can no longer hold Samuetto back. And Samuetto coming right into Goofer's base without much resistance. 4 trucks being attacked. War factories being attacked. That's quite a lot of war factories. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I counted 5 maybe. Because Samuetto took out more. 5 or 6 war factories for Goofer. And Samuetto stops to give Goofer a chance to surrender gracefully. And the Kennels left, letting Samuetto finish the match by destroying the last building. Let's have a quick look at Samuetto's base, because we didn't really get much of a look. I like the way these 2 war factories are behind this cliff. Kind of offers some defense for his construction yard. Goofer did move his construction yard forward at the start, so he didn't really get to take advantage of that. And moving his construction yard forward at the start is maybe why his base was closer to the center. We can see that Samuetto has no ore on his side, so if Goofer had have held off for longer, the tide might have shifted very quickly. Okay, let's look at the stats, if we see them.
Battle control.
And we do. And the resources gathered is very similar. Samuetto just getting a bit of an edge, which is actually quite good for Goofer, considering Goofer didn't deplete his ore. So well done for that. But what it comes down to is the units killed, I guess. Maybe just a little bit more skill by Samuetto in the tank battles. And I think that is us for the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a very good Valentine's Day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.